Hello, all you degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. We are on X Points Round 2 for Lobster Con here. Again, one of the biggest in-person X Point events there's been. In Round 2, we have Jason and Greg. But before we take a look at their photos, let's take a look at a few shots from LobsterCon. And as a reminder, if you have any awesome photos from LobsterCon, get them over to me. Some great people gathered from all over the place. And it couldn't be a better time. If you can make it there, do everything you can. Yeah, we stick a bunch of sweaty dudes in a hall, but we have a lot of fun. That being said, let's take a look at Greg's deck. Greg is on an absolute wild child pile here. I'm going to address the points first. He's got 3 in a Black Lotus, 2 in an Emerald, 2 in a Pearl, and his last 3 points go into Soul Ring. He's mana ramping for all the right reasons. Eureka, he just wants to cast Eureka as quick as humanly possible to throw down these game finishers. I mean, this is a haymaker of a deck. 2 Force of Nature. Is this a mono green deck? No. Does Greg give a shit? No. A playset of Trikes, a playset of Urnums, and a playset of Sarahs, and a playset of Shivan Dragons. Where have you seen so many 4+ powered creatures jammed into an X Points deck? He can dig with a couple Sylvan Libraries. He's got Spirit Links in there, which helps so his Force of Nature doesn't kill him off. A couple swords in case, I don't know, some creatures show up that are bigger than his. I have a hard time believing that's going to be a thing. 2 disenchants and 2 fireballs. Other than that, it's mana sources, Birds of Paradise, mana ramp, and yeah, let's throw down some big bodies. He does have 1 Chaos Orb. In the sideboard, a COP green, I guess that's to help against a quick green deck, or probably to help against, again, his own Force of Nature. 2 COP reds, extra disenchants, divine offerings, a whole playset of them. 3 red elemental blasts, an extra Spirit Link, and 2 more Swords to Plowshares. So pretty much an all-white sideboard minus those 3 red blasts. Other than that, he's throwing some heat down. I can't wait to see what happens. Now, unfortunately, I didn't receive a deck pick from Jason, so you're not going to get anything back out of me. I know he was on a white-blue weenie deck, and we will see it just momentarily. I feel like I've said enough words. On to the games. And here we go with round number 2, X Points, LobsterCon 2024. Greg won the hot dog eating contest, so he's on the play. Greg fires down a Forest and a pass to Jason. Jason shows back up with a Tundra. And nothing else in turn 1. Greg's getting up the tools to do some digging. Sylvan Libraries hit the board. And he's taking a walk through his library. And look at this, immediately taking an extra card down to 16 life. Like the aggressive start. He finds a Savannah. Oh, and an Emerald. Tapping for Eureka. Here it is. Ring the bell, folks. And Jason says, get that shit out of here. There will be no Eureka. No found numbers or math. But he answers back with a dib. Got his own 3/4 flyer. Little does he know that there's going to be some big creatures headed his way. And look at this, Eureka number 2, turn 4. Jason's tabbed out from the dib. They're talking about what to do and when to do it. Strip Mine, White Knight, Sarah Angel, more White Knight. Force of Nature's hit the board, folks. Not only that, I think he does have the 4 green to pay for it. Oh, look at this. Spirit Link onto the Force. Doesn't even need to pay the green. Wow. This has got to be devastating. 2 White Knights and a dib. can't even stop that force of nature. Wow. And then a Sarah Angel on top of things is going to be throwing a broadsword to the face. And look at this. Even more aggression. Let's take out the Tundra with the strip mine. Things are looking a little bleak for Jason. I would say his upside he can attack, but he really can't because Greg's got all the blockers. Digging through 3 with his Sylvan Library. And taking an extra card again. How greedy is this? Going down to 12 life and coming in. Showing 12 on the board, 4 from the Sarah, 8 from the Force of Nature. I mean, what do you do here? Yeah, throw a body in front of the Sarah. Yeah, Desert kills out the Sarah, so Desert actually did some nice work there. Problem being, Greg's back up to 20 from that Spirit Link. And Jason's down to 12. I think he should maybe be down to 11. He took one from the Dib on his upkeep. Oh, he is down to 11. I'm sorry, I missed the die. Greg has no fear, taking extra cards. Why not at this point? I mean, Force of Nature is doing its job. Jason's taking 4 to the dome after he double blocks. He's adding one more in from Desert. And does he have a lightning bolt to back it up to finish off that Force of Nature? Tapping 6 for a Shivan Dragon. Holy shit. Okay, Lightning Bolt does wipe out that Force of Nature. So one answer out there, but Shivan Dragon is going to come flaming in. Mouth open. We can see there is a lot of red cards. So Birds of Paradise down. I think that bird was just waving his arms, trying to take some cannon fodder. Here we go. Shivan Dragon coming in. 4 more being tapped, and another Eureka Triskelion, and that's it. He shows off a Triskelion and another Shivan Dragon. So just to recap, we saw 2 Shivan Dragons, 1 Triskelion, 1 Sarah Angel, and a Birds of Paradise hit the board off of Greg's Eureka deck. I don't know how much better it could have gone for him. That has to be terrifying. I love Eureka. I wanted to play it, just haven't had the balls to go out and buy them all and throw a deck together. That being said, we'll swap out some cards and move on to game 2. And here we are with game number 2. Jason's on the play. He also mulliganed. So starting with 6, plateau into what I believe is an Acacian Javelineer. Jason answers back with Greg answers back with a Taiga. Just kind of laying goes right now. Everyone's saying, check out my awesome dual lands. And we have a Fireball. So the Javelineer's been wiped from the map. And, second City of Brass, taking a couple damage here, and another Eureka. So Urnum hits the board. Shivan. Oop. Yeah, we got a little advance here. They're talking about taking turns. Shivan comes down. Ooh, Controlled Magic comes out. Sarah Triskelion. Oh my god. This is devastating. So, does pick up... Oh, here we go. He answers back. He picks up this Shivan with the control magic. Has a disenchant for the trike, so he sends 3 to the head. And he's only left with a Sarah and an Urnum. And now that Shivan does have Forest Walk, not only that, he can actually be pumped. You know, the real question is, do you start the aggressor plan? Oh, and look at this. Fire to the face of the Urnum and his swords. So Jason does have answers for all those creatures, and Urnum turns sideways. What a pain in the ass. Oh, look at this. Red Elemental Blast taking back the Urnum Djinn. I'm sorry, taking back the Shivan. So much for figuring out what cards are. Oh, brutal. So what looked like was going to come out and kill him, his own creature, is now doing all the work. Shivan in for 8 damage. Jason down to 9. 2 cards left in hand. Oh, is this going to be lethal? Tapping the City Brass. And that's it. He shows 2 disenchants. Wow, how quick did that go? Real swingy. A Eureka hit. It looked like Greg was just going to plow everyone under and just call it a day. Jason has all the answers. And then Greg comes back with 1 Red Elemental Blast to close it out. Great games, as always. Thanks for watching The Orb.